Romania's election crisis has erupted into an international flashpoint, with nationalist candidate Călin Georgescu's disqualification triggering protests, police clashes, and fierce accusations of political suppression. The turmoil has now drawn in Slovak Prime Minister Robert Fico, who is calling on the European Commission to intervene. Georgescu, a nationalist and populist leader, shocked Romania's political establishment by winning the first round of the presidential election in November. The Constitutional Court later annulled the results, citing Russian interference via TikTok and Telegram. Prosecutors have since charged Georgescu with inciting actions against the constitutional order, endorsing fascist ideologies, and failing to disclose campaign funding sources. His appeal to re-enter the race was rejected, and a new first-round vote is scheduled for May 4th, with a potential runoff on May 18th. Fico has now inserted himself into the crisis, warning that the European Union's credibility is at stake.
The European Commission must take interest in Romania's attitude toward presidential elections, he declared on social media. Be it C. Georgescu or the Romanian state authorities, if the EC remains silent, as it did in Slovakia between 2020 and 2023, it will drive another nail into the coffin of the EU's credibility.
The Slovak leader, known for his anti-Brussels rhetoric, drew parallels between Georgescu's case and his own political battles. He has long claimed the EU turned a blind eye to what he describes as politically motivated prosecutions against his party, Smear, during its time in opposition. I'm speaking openly about this case because it is a carbon copy of what happened in Slovakia between 2020 and 2023, Fico said, accusing the previous Slovak government of attempting to jail him to prevent his return to power. His intervention aligns him with voices in the U.S. Republican sphere. Elon Musk, a close ally of President Donald Trump, called Georgescu's disqualification insane, amplifying claims that democracy in Romania and the EU is officially dead. Several Trump-linked figures have seized on the case as evidence of European governments silencing political dissent. Meanwhile, Fico appears to be leveraging the Romanian election row to reinforce his broader narrative of EU hypocrisy.
EC must take an attitude towards the presidential elections in Romania and take responsibility for it. With the C. Georgescu is only offended because he has a different opinion. He must get European protection. If the EC is convinced that the Romanian authorities are doing the right thing, it must stand up for them. The only thing EK can't do is keep quiet. Here it is about democracy in the face of the EU.
Fico reiterated his stance in a Facebook post, stating, "I don't know where the truth is, but I know that if the EU wants to keep its face, it should ask what is going on." Romania, now at the center of a political storm, faces mounting pressure, both domestically and internationally. Whether the European Commission will break its silence or let the crisis deepen remains to be seen.